So, I just played through the first 2.5 hours of The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is gonna hurt like a mother.
And I'm gutted. Let me start this out by saying I, for the most part, successfully avoided the spoilers and the other things that were coming out surrounding it. I distanced myself from it because I loved the first game. Um, Truly believe it's one of the greatest video games ever made. The new bar that it set for storytelling in a video game was amazing. It was a phenomenal experience. As a father, I think I was uniquely attached to the storyline with Joel and Ellie and what was going on with them, and Joel in particular, losing his daughter in the beginning of the game, in the way that affected him psychologically, and how what he had become a few years later to be thrust into this situation with this girl that is the same age as his daughter, another teenager going through the same type of things in life that his daughter would have been dealing with, and then have you take responsibility and become another father figure to her, was an amazing storyline to follow, and you fall in love with those characters through the course of that first game. The first Last of Us was the first game that ever legitimately made me cry. First video game that ever actually brought tears to my eyes. It's just a beautiful, well done piece of art. And I have no qualms about saying that video game is a piece of art. So, of course, I was super excited for The Last of Us 2 since the day that I heard that it was going to exist. I even remember looking for it after I had finished playing the first one to see if there was any talk about it. And even back then there wasn't really any talk, but they had said that if it did happen, that it probably still wouldn't follow Joel and Ellie. It followed two other people from somewhere else in the world. That was kind of a bummer. And then when I found out it was going to be Joel and Ellie's story still, I was super excited about that. And when there are pieces of media, games, movies, whatever, that I'm excited for, that I find out are getting made, I'll watch a trailer, and then that's usually it for me. I try to avoid the rest of the hype and the rest of the spoilers and the rest of the things coming out around it. Things started coming out for Last of Us 2 recently, last few months, something like that, and people were outraged. I had no idea what was going on, and I tried to stay away from it. I was going to make a video a couple different times because first I thought that people were outraged because Ellie was gay, right? And because we saw that in the trailer, and nobody really made a big deal about it, and then these leaks come out or whatever, and I thought, well, that's a stupid thing for people to be upset about. Why are people getting upset over that? It doesn't make any sense. There are gay people in the world. Deal with it, I guess, if you feel like it's something you need to deal with, but whatever. I believe, of course, that representation in media matters, so okay, let's have gay characters in our video games. Doesn't mean that we're not going to have straight characters in our video games anymore, so what does it matter? What does it matter? It's a reflection of the world that we live in. And of course, like I say, representation does matter. How else could I be this, muscular bastion of manliness that I am without, Prince Adam or the Ninja Turtles?
By the power of Grayskull!
So, So that didn't bother me. And I thought about making a video about that at the time, about why are we getting so bent out of shape over something so trivial. And then I heard rumblings that Joel might die, and that's what people were getting upset about, or maybe the way that he did die is what people were getting upset about. And I avoided looking at the leaks, looking at the spoilers. I avoided all the videos about it. Even now that I've started playing the game, I've still avoided watching some of my favorite YouTubers' reviews of the game, because I want to experience it all for myself, and I want to take a step back and say, okay, how does the continuation of this story make me feel about what did they do with our characters that we've grown to love and things like that. So that's where I am. Last night I started playing it, and it was going good. I was enjoying it. It was kind of more of the same. The gameplay is very tiny tweaks here and there that have made things a little better. Some quality of life changes. The crafting's a little different. It gives you a little icon to let you know when you have enough things to craft. Ellie having a knife instead of having to make shivs is a very welcome addition to the game. I've come across some clickers already. I have the same problem with them that I did in the first game, was if they're blind and they detect through sound, you should be able to approach them from the front, but you can't because reasons. But that's not a deal breaker or anything like that. I was enjoying it. You start out with Joel and Tommy talking about Ellie's immunity to the infection, and why he did what he did. And it's the same choice that I would have made. It's the same choice I did make in the game. So come to find out, they've gone with the ending that the majority of players picked. The majority of players killed the doctors at the end of the game. I did it myself because I felt like, well, they'll follow me if I don't. So I did, in order to save Ellie. And that's the canon events that happened. So I'm not gonna beat around too much. What happens at about the 2.5 hour mark in the game is Joel does die. And he dies at the hands of a character that they allowed you to play as for a while. And you kind of see these events start to unfold, and I was really scared that they were going to put the control of that character back in my hands and make me kill Joel. It's not the case. He does die. He dies a pretty brutal way, and that's the world that these characters live in. It's brutal and it's hard. And come to find out, this is one of the main things that everyone is upset about. Angry. So mad and angry. It didn't affect me that way. I was sad. It was very sad to see this character that I had grown to love throughout the first game and somewhat identified with, to meet his end. It gutted me. I was speechless. They got tears out of me again to see this happen. Angry. I was angry in the context of the game. I very much felt Ellie's pain, and when she said, "I'm gonna effing kill you," I feel like that was a justified response, of course, to what she'd just seen. Essentially her father beaten to death. But it's not something that I think grown people should be review bombing and going online and saying this is awful and I can't believe they did this and blah. Grow up. At the end of the day, this is a video game, and it's not worth all of the hate and threats and nonsense that's being blown up around it. I just don't understand. I don't understand. And I've wanted to talk about this for a little while, and I decided now, after I played it and saw the outrageous thing, would be the best time to do it. I'm still gonna play it. So far, I like it. You know, something bad happened, but I like this piece of media. I'm definitely gonna keep playing the game. So far, it's good. Something happened that I had an emotion about, something that I don't personally like, but that doesn't make it a bad piece of media or a bad piece of art. And I don't know. I just needed to talk about this a little bit. So I'm gonna keep playing the game, and I'll let you know my thoughts about it along the way or after I finish it or whatever. If you guys have anything to say, please make sure you drop it in some comments and let me know. But I'm gonna play it some more tonight and going on, and I'll probably play it on Twitch. So if you guys want to check it out and play it with me, go to Twitch and check it out. I just don't understand the hatred that's being thrown around for this game. I don't understand it at all. Did I want to see Joel die? No. Do I understand the need for it to happen within the story to push Ellie into a journey? Yes. If this is all you guys got to get mad about, man, it must be nice being you. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say about it. There's no reason for the outrage. I'm 2.5 hours in. I have hit the break where people have decided was ridiculous, and to heck with this game and all this nonsense that people have been shouting about it. And it gutted me. It for sure did. I had an emotional response to it. But being angry at a game developer for a story choice was not one of them. Alright guys, so if you want to hang out with me and watch me play this, I'll be on Twitch playing it. So just needed to get that off my chest, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.